Can you guys see the snow falling down right here? Look. I wanted to dedicate this video to all the non-believers out there, atheists, and go to shakanow.net, and we got a bunch of things you can watch here. I would go to the top of the page and listen to the puppy that actually whistles. It is so cute. Go to shakanow.net, listen to the puppy that actually whistles. I want to read something to you guys. As you know, I used to be an atheist. I'm a Christian now. And I know on YouTube a lot of people joke about atheism, things like that. And at this Christmas time, at this time of Christmas, let me get my camera situated here. I like to read this. And this is my Christmas dedication to the non-believers out there, the atheists. So Merry Christmas, atheist. Check this out. I'm going to read from Mark. And I'm going to read from, let's go to, start at Mark, let's see. Let's go here. We're going to start like at past Mark 4. And by the way, this is my keychain to my motorcycle. It stands for, it doesn't stand for Superman, doesn't stand for Suzuki. This reminds me that I'm a sinner, saved by grace. So let's go to Mark. Check this out, guys. Merry Christmas, atheist. This is for you. This is good. Jesus says, "Let us pass over unto the other side." Now, they're going to get into a boat because word has gotten out that even if you just touch Jesus' garments, you can be healed with a lot of afflictions. And so a lot of people started just coming up to him, and just crowds and crowds were coming up to him. So just so Jesus can move from one town to the other, he tells his disciples, and pay attention to this, I'm going to hit on this later on, let us pass over unto the other side. And when they had sent away the multitude, they took him, even as he was in the ship. So Jesus is in the ship there. And there were also with him other little ships. So there's this whole progression of ships going across the sea. Now watch this. I got to read fast because I only got about 10 minutes. And this is good. And there arose a great storm of wind, and the waves beat into the ship so that it was now full. And he was in the hinder part of the ship, asleep on a pillow. And they awake him, and say unto him, Master, carest thou not that we perish? And he arose and rebuked the wind, and said unto the peace, Be still. And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. And he said unto them, now check this out, Why are you so fearful? How is it that you have no faith? And they feared exceedingly, and said to one another, What manner of man is this, that even the wind and the sea obey him? Now, when you read this at first, you kind of forget how it started off, where Jesus says, let us pass over unto the other side. When God says this is going to happen, it happens. This is why Jesus is saying, how is it that you have no faith? Jesus said, let's go over to the other side. He didn't say we're going to go under. He said, we're going to go over. When Jesus says they're going to go over to the other side, it is going to happen no matter what. Now watch this. And when he came out of the ship, immediately there met him out of the tomb a man with an unclean spirit, who had his dwelling among the tomb. So this demon-possessed guy comes up, right? And I'm jumping ahead here. He says, but when he saw Jesus afar off, he ran and worshipped him, and cried with a loud voice and said, now the demons inside of this man start speaking up, and they notice how they recognize Jesus. You know, I have a lot of people I meet on YouTube. They say, oh, I believe Jesus is the Son of God. That will not save you. You have to worship Jesus as the Son of God. See, what happens, you have to believe in Jesus as the Son of God. Even Satan knows Jesus is the Son of God. That's not good enough. Watch what happens. The demons say, what have I to do with thee, Jesus, thou Son of the Most High God? I adjure thee by God that thou torment me not. And Jesus asked him, what is your name? And he answered, saying, my name is Legion, for we are many. And he besought him much that he would not send them away out of the country. So basically these demons, and I'm paraphrasing here, they ask to be cast out. And they ask to be cast out into these pigs. Now, the law at that time, it was unlawful to go ahead and have a herd of pigs. That was actually against the law of that time, the Jewish law. So this guy right here, he's got an illegal operation going here with all his pigs, and Jesus cast out the demons. They go right into the pig, and all the pigs, as you know, there are about 2,000 of them, they were choked into the sea. Now watch. Let's get down here. I want to show you something. This man comes up to Jesus and says, "My little daughter lieth at the point of death. I pray thee, come and lay thy hands on her that she may be healed, and she shall live." Now I want you to notice there's a little secret message here. Watch what happens. And Jesus went with him, and much people followed him and thronged him. Remember, everyone knows if they can just get close to him, if they can touch his garment, they will be healed, right? And a certain woman which had an issue of blood 12 years and had suffered many things and many physicians and had spent all that she had. So all these physicians are saying, "Oh yeah, I got the cure for you," and she's spending all her money, and it just says it grows worse. She's not getting healed. Now watch this. See if you can catch this. It's fascinating. When she had heard of Jesus, came in the press behind and touched his garment, for she said, "If I may touch but his clothes, I shall be whole." So her release of faith was right when she would touch his clothes. She's like, if I could just touch his garment. And the translation touched means to grasp, like see the American flag here, like you grasp it. She's not going like that. She's grasping the garment of Jesus, right? And straightway the fountain of her blood was dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of that plague. Now check this out. There are other times in the Bible where people are thronging and they're gathering around Jesus, and Jesus never says this. Why does Jesus now bring attention to this woman and say, "Who touched my clothes?" Jesus, immediately knowing in himself that virtue had gone out of him, turns and says, "Who touched my clothes?" Now, there's a reason why Jesus is saying this. Watch. And his disciples said unto them, basically, "Look, there's all these people following you. How could you say who touched your clothes?" Like, come on, Jesus, look at all these people. Well, get this. Jesus knows that on the way to that man's house to heal his daughter, that by the time they get there, the daughter's going to be dead. I believe Jesus is doing this for this man whose daughter is ill. Now watch. As they're approaching the house, the man sees his house, and all these people are mourning, and he realizes, it's like if you pull up to your house and there's ambulances, everything, oh my gosh, something bad's happened, right? Watch this. While he yet spake, there came from the ruler of the synagogue's house. So they're coming up to Jesus and the man there, and they say, "Look, the daughter is dead. Why troublest thou the master any further?" Like, in other words, we don't need Jesus. It's too late. He's dead. Let's not trouble. As soon as Jesus heard the word that was spoken, he said unto the ruler of the synagogue, "Be not afraid, only believe." And he suffered no man to follow him save Peter. Now as he goes in there, Jesus says, "Why make you this ado and weep? The damsel's not dead, but asleep." And everyone starts laughing. Well, these were hired mourners. They would hire these mourners, professional mourners, to wail and mourn. And they were so good at it, you would hire these mourners, right? This is why they're laughing. They're not even related to the daughter. Now, what Jesus says here is very endearing. He took the damsel by the hand and said unto her, "Talitha cumi," which is interpreted, "Damsel, I say unto thee, rise." And the actual translation, it's like he's saying, "Little lamb, my little lamb, rise." And straightway the damsel arose and walked, for she was the age of 12 years. And they were astonished. Check this out. Astonished with a great astonishment. Now that's astonished. Merry Christmas, atheists. Stop by our website at shakanow.net. And God bless you.